see a guy that just refused to lose.
The Bucks scored 41 points in the second half. That's atrocious.
You guys are talking about, you should be up more. How many times do you see in sports when you feel that way or you say that and then that team actually ends up winning? I mean, it happens.
Yeah, oh yeah.
They usually lose. And it's almost like you need some sort of coach or assistant on the sideline to kind of just analyze the game from afar. And you got to wonder if that message was preached in the locker room. Because I think that's a necessary thing. Like, I'll go back to, it happens across all sports, but it made me think of the Lions-Packers Monday night game.
Mm-hmm.
You can blame the refs, from a year and a half ago and all that crap. All of us knew they should have been up more than 13-0.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And you kind of just felt like, you had a chance to slice the throat. And you better slice it when you're on the road against a good team and against superstars.
Yeah. What did you think of Durant, Alf? I mean...
it was one of the greatest ever. I mean, but the Bucks enabled it to a degree. I'm not going to take away from him. I mean, you guys are right. The only thing I noticed is that I think this offseason he needs to shave it. It's time, coming from a bald person. And I kind of like the look, to be honest with you right now. And I also think it's time.
Wow,
Yeah, but it's kind of like when you see it, you know it's him.
Yeah.
Like, and if he were to shave his head, I think he's probably going to look a little bit different. Not a lot, but
keep the beard. But
yeah, it's unique in regards to he has the cap.
You know what else they need to do?
You know what was great for him last night? For all the haters that say he needs help.
Yeah, exactly.
Help wasn't there, and he did it.
Oh yeah,
they won the series last night. I think.
I did too. That was their season, and he made sure it's going to continue. I mean, Jeff Green was unbelievable too. That came out of nowhere too. But seriously, that was
32 of 40 points.
Yeah.
Let that sink in.
Yeah, exactly. All right, our telephone number is 248-539-9797. Coming up next, they can't stand each other. Will they play with each other? 97.1 the ticket.
What's up, everybody? Nick Costos here with the Bet River Sports Betting Minute, brought to you by Bet River Sportsbook, Detroit's hometown sportsbook. Tonight in the pro basketball playoffs, Philly hosts Atlanta. Game 5 of that series. Philly a 6-point home favorite. Atlanta plus 195 on the money line total at 224. In Atlanta, a big comeback in game number 4 to knock the series up in 2 games apiece because Philly star center nursing that knee injury did not look like himself, shooting 4 of 20 from the field. And maybe he goes out and scores 40 points in game 5, or maybe he doesn't play well again. And that uncertainty means that Atlanta is worth the look here. Atlanta plus 6 again with Philly star center, and that knee injury can only look at Atlanta plus the points in game 5. That's it for this Bet River Sports Betting Minute, brought to you by Bet River Sportsbook, Detroit's hometown sportsbook. Check out the latest lines today at rivers.com. I'm Nick Costos. Keep it locked here for more.
2.6 miles.
Must be 21 and playable in Michigan. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-270-7117.
Are you a real estate agent? Or have you ever thought about becoming a realtor? Hi, it's Mark C with eXp. We are now hiring. Most realtors struggle because they don't have enough leads, or they work day and night with no retirement plan. I have a solution that includes company stock, residual income, and a great compensation plan. Come learn from the best. Meet Mark C at joinmarkc.com.
Hi, I'm David Hoff from Hall Financial. We are so proud that we now have over 3,000 five-star reviews from our clients, with the majority of our loans closing in 10 business days or less. Call 248-308-5000 or go to callhallfirst.com. Hall Financial, NMLS ID 1467435, Equal Housing Lender.
Let's be real. Mopping is a hassle. You have to fill the bucket, pushing a wet, heavy mop around, then cleaning the mop when you're done so it doesn't grow bacteria. A hassle on top of a hassle. Try Swiffer WetJet. With Swiffer WetJet, you start with a fresh pad and cleaning solution every time. And when you're done, you just toss the pad. Swiffer WetJet, the faster, easier, cleaner way to clean your floors.
Liberty Mutual Insurance Company presents.
Check it out, Limu. A roadside carnival.
Step right up, folks. Test your strength.
Come see the fire-breathing baby. Let's fan out and tell people that Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance what you need.
Look, an emu wearing sunglasses.
Laymo, you're famous. Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Welcome to parent-teacher night. Oh, yes, Miss Garner.
With the Capital One Venture Card, you earn unlimited double miles everywhere.
Really? My airline credit card only gets extra miles on some types of purchases.
And you can use Capital One Venture Miles on any travel purchase. Plus, earn 100,000 bonus miles when you spend $20,000 in your first year.
Venture gets an A+.
Stay in the left lane. What's in your wallet?
Limited time offer. Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com for details.
I want to tell my dad he's the best, but not with a coffee mug.
With Staples Connect, it's possible.
How about great tech that my dad can figure out without my help?
Definitely possible with Staples Connect. Staples Connect has amazing prices on the best Father's Day tech. This week, Apple AirPods Pro are just $199, and iPads start at only $299. Explore all the innovative tech at your local Staples store or at staplesconnect.com. Staples Connect, the working and learning store. N619, limit 2, in-store only.
This hour of Instant Feedback brought to you by Michael Burrow National Benefit Plan. For affordable life insurance, call 877-734-2200.
Detroit Tigers play the Kansas City Royals. Pregame today at 1:15. 97.1 The Ticket. Live from the Jamie Samuelson studio. Here's Tony and Jansen.
This afternoon, just heard Tigers Royals right here on 97.1 The Ticket. By the way, if you were interested, Spencer Torkelson and Dylan Dingler made their double-A debuts last night. Dingler 1 for 4. No strikeouts, or he did strike out once. And Tork was 0 for 4. Riley Green, by the way, also 0 for 4. He's been struggling in June, but batting 248 for the season. Our telephone number is 248-539-9797. That is also the ticket text number as well. Open lines as always. We want to talk about the Casey Mize situation. We got to go his glove yesterday because it was too much of a distraction with the white ball in a gray glove, which he always has.
At the next light, turn left.
Ultimately pitched. And the Kevin Durant show last night, as great as he was, and I don't like you said, we don't want to take anything away from him because without him, it is a blowout no matter what Milwaukee did. God, Milwaukee's just dope.
They are. This is a team, everybody across the country has been talking about how they're beat up. And we have this conversation all the time, how the NBA championship is somewhat going to be settled on the fact that it's
At the
gonna be
light,
happiest
turn
team.
left onto West
Unless
Long Lake
that
Road.
team that's beat up has one Kevin Durant.
Yeah, that's
Now, the question I have for you, do you think, because there is Game 6, Game 7, he played all 48 minutes. This is the third time in his career he's done it, and they've all been in the playoffs. At some point, does it start to wear on him? And that is what causes them to slip up in this.
I think if they get down early, Game 6 in Milwaukee, he'll give them a little bit of a break.
In 3.4 miles, arrive at West Long Lake Road.
I think they're going to win and tie the series up, and we'll see what happens over the weekend with Game 7 in Brooklyn, and Harden, you assume, is going to get healthier. So that will be very interesting. Game 5 tonight, Philly in Atlanta, and also the Clippers tonight, and the Utah Jazz. NHL last night, by the way, Tampa Bay over the Islanders 4-2, evening that series at 1. Strange game. Goalie for the Islanders, Varlamov, got run into on one of the goals and left during the first period, and then he came back out for the second period. But the second goal with your
This
wife.
is Saturday.
Yeah, hon, hang home. We're gonna watch
We're
some
going to
golf.
watch the U.S. Open, yeah.
It's just
And
funny,
you turn
though.
over and she's,
I remember. Anyway, the year that one Saturday where Tiger had that unbelievable chip shot.
Torrey Pines.
It was Torrey Pines, yeah. And I remember being at a friend of my wife. We were at a party watching it at like 8 o'clock, 8:30 at night.
yeah.
And he hit that amazing chip shot.
That's one of my most regrettable sports watch live events that I didn't watch that Saturday night. 'Cause I think he went. There were par fives, like 2 out of 3 holes, and he went eagle.
Yeah, yes, that was.
And he was just one of the last vintage Tiger things, and I miss it because I was at some 5-year-old birthday.
They didn't have it up there on Chuck E. Cheese's big screen.
We were at a house and they did that.
Well, anyway, so Bryson DeChambeau.
It's good. I'm laughing because I've missed other events as well because of a 4 or 5-year-old birthday party as well.
We all have it.
Yes.
You know, there was a pool, and the kids at that point were not trustable in water whatsoever.
Oh, sure.
You know, so you're the constant, never taking your eye off the pool.
It's a necessity. Bryson DeChambeau, the defending U.S. Open champion, we know, we talked about this last week, the little feud that he has with Brooks Koepka. We all were saying, man, it'd be great if they paired them together. But the U.S. Open says, no, we're not going to do that. However, Brad Faxon, the former PGA golfer, now works for the Golf Network, the Golf Channel, and the Golf Network, PGA Tour Radio on Sirius XM. He says that there was a chance it could have happened.
More people are knowing about this kind of little fight. It's kind of become a little bit of a Vegas sort of situation here. And I found out last night that the USGA actually did call Bryson DeChambeau and his agent.
In 1 mile, turn right onto Telegraph Road.
So,
But DeChambeau completely, his agent dismisses that.
yes.
That's not true.
And I'm not sure the U.S. Open or whoever's in charge of the pairings, do they ever ask players or do the players get the option of play with this guy?
I don't think so.
So I don't want to, he obviously called and felt like he talked to somebody that was going to know, but I don't know that would be the case.
No, and look, as a fan, I think it would be great.
Well, we both talked about it.
It'd be fun to watch.
Yeah.
But realistically, it might hurt both of them. Because, hopefully for them, they're playing together, going for the lead over the weekend. Yeah, but, who else I would feel sorry for? The third person in the group.
Yeah.
I mean, they'll be stuck in the middle.
Go past this light,
So I
then
don't
at the
think
next one,
half the people
turn right.
root for Koepka, half the people for they'll be.
What's the Lucas?
Yeah.
I mean, he'd be good third.
Yes, he would.
At the light, turn right
He's
onto
already going to have a
Telegraph Road.
matchup with Bryson.
Yes, he will. And we'll get to that in a second.
But I don't understand, yes,
Well,
it
change
can
of
be
pace.
detrimental to either of those guys. But I think, and you and I had a chance to talk to Bryson when he was here for the media day for Rocket Mortgage Classic. And I think it's...
In 9.7 miles, take a slight right turn onto N102 East.
And because it just seems like whenever he's around Koepka has his eyes are wandering. Like, where is Bryson? What is he doing? What is he saying? And for Bryson, it's more of he just wants to poke the bear.
Yeah.
And so I don't think it affects him more. And maybe that's why they felt like it would affect one guy more than the other. But for golf and for fringe fans, this would be something, a reason to tune in.
Yeah.
And so you go through the pros and cons, and does it take away from the rest of the field?
But, look, let's be honest. It's a reason to tune in, but you're not going to see any. It's not like these guys are going to drop their clubs and start, throwing down.
And you want to talk about good ratings?
I don't think they're going to walk next to each other on the fairways. I mean, who knows? Maybe DeChambeau or Koepka, one of them will say, you know what? F this guy. I'm walking in this line. You know, all of a
So
sudden,
we're gonna walk past each other, and I'm
Yeah.
gonna bump his shoulder.
All the Kepka's about to make a putt. All of a sudden, Bryson just farts really loud. You know,
Timing is everything.
that would be fun. You're right. At least DeChambeau will be playing in a match in a few weeks. And they had the press conference for that match yesterday, and there were some very interesting things about the match and some of the participants. You'll hear that coming up next. 97.1 The Ticket.
97.1 The Ticket. Traffic.
From the WWJC
So long,
Emergency
long
Travel
time.
Center, this report brought to you by Edible
See ya,
Arrangements.
lol.
The roads are still pretty clear this morning. Accident-free right now. Just taking a look at some road work for later on at M59 westbound at Adams. Lane closures can be expected around 9 this morning until next Wednesday. Edible Arrangements has great gifts for Father's Day. Shop fruit arrangements, platters, gift boxes featuring crispy coffee-flavored strawberries, mini cheesecakes, cupcakes, and more. Visit your local Edible store or go to edible.com today. I'm Michelle Pena with traffic.
Say to yourself, it's your chance to hear the
Ed.
In 1.5 miles,
Here,
turn left onto
this
Trinity
year,
Street.
Like except for Rodgers in some football situations.
Yeah, at the end of the day, you can say all you want, but Aaron and I are grinders and competitors, and just like y'all are. And our golf games are a little bit better, so we'll see. We'll see.
I do think you do have a partner that would probably have liked to go for it a little more often than he has in the past. So Bryce, I'm glad you're encouraging him to kind of go for it when it's on the line. So rather than just kind of be unfair or something like that and try to play for the next shot.
Yeah, I'll never push anyone to do anything, so he can choose whatever he wants to do.
I usually don't get the option.
That's what I mean. You'll finally have the option, Aaron. So
I know the pain.
Brady got in there too.
In 1 mile, turn left onto Trinity Street.
Yeah, and it's that's going to happen between those two guys for as long. I mean, that matchup. When you lose, all right, you want to lose to a guy that you don't like, a guy that's not a friend.
Right.
When you lose to a friend, those are the moments that are going to happen for the rest of your life.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that between Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers, because I know that they do some things together, they get along, and there's a lot of respect for each other. But when you lose a game like that, head-to-head matchup, we've seen it between Peyton Manning and Tom Brady.
Right.
Two friends, you never ever want to lose to a friend.
And then Brady has to kind of redeem himself. Although when the last time he played, he did have that great chip in.
Oh yes,
but he was awful. Aside from that.
Oh yeah,
He was
and he had one of the greater moments too. Like he split his pants.
That's right.
I mean,
forgot about that.
Of all the things that happened on a golf course, the one time that it's going to happen to him is on national TV.
Right. Wally's Mike. Telephone number 248-539-9797. After Tio's update, we'll talk about the division that has taken place in Ann Arbor. 97 on the
WXYT FM and WXYT HD1 Detroit. An Odyssey station. Sports headlines all day, every day. From the Sold by Mike Z Sports Desk. This is 97.1 The Ticket.
Casey Mize would give up just 3 runs over 6 2/3 innings as the Tigers defeat the Royals 4-3 last night in Kansas City. Jonathan Scope drove in 2 runs on a second-inning home run to lead the Tiger offensive attack. Mize, by the way, had to change his glove before the second inning of last night's game after home plate umpire John Tumpane complained that Mize's light gray glove, which he's worn the entire season, was, quote, too light and a distraction. Meanwhile, Spencer Torkelson goes 0 for 4 in his debut last night at Double-A Erie. Dylan Dingler's debut, a little bit better. He goes 1 for 4 at the plate in the Seawolves' 4-3 victory over Altoona. More than a dozen former Michigan football players will hold a news conference today in Ann Arbor. They'll ask the school's Board of Regents to take down the statue of the late Bo Schembechler in the wake of allegations raised by his son, Matt Schembechler, that he knew that Dr. Robert Anderson was sexually assaulting Wolverines players and that Bo did nothing about it. The Brooklyn Nets are now 1 win away from advancing to the NBA's Eastern Conference Finals after they beat the Milwaukee Bucks 114-108 in last night's game.
Go past this light, then turn left onto Trinity Street.
Tampa Bay doubles up on the New York Islanders 4-2 to tie up that semifinal series at a game each. From the Ticket Update Desk, I'm Tony Ortiz. For more,
Turn left,
stay tuned
then the
to
destination is on your
97.1
right.
Ticket and Odyssey.com.
Live from the Jamie Samuelson Studio, Stoney and Jansen on 97.1 The Ticket.
The destination is on your right. 19065 Trinity Street.
On the Ticket, it is the Stoney and Jansen program. Heather vacationing in Iceland. You can follow her